Gareth, how does that rank as one of your experiences down here at the Legion?
Yeah, I think it's got to be up there, isn't it? You know, it was a great performance, great feeling after the game, you know, in the change rooms and stuff. And but yeah, like I said, it was probably one of the best victories I've had in the Scarlet shirt.
In terms of performances, was that the best since the rugby you showed it in the semi-final and final last year? Was that the standard that you got back to on Friday? Yeah, I think we showed some good stuff, you know, similar to, like you said, you know, in the semi and the final last year. You know, over the last couple of weeks, you know, the Christmas derbies, we haven't been playing our best rugby, but you know, we've come away with a few good wins. But yeah, like I said, you know, we played some good stuff against Bath, and you know, we knew that we had to perform like that to beat them. And it's not something that's just clicked. You obviously do this week in, week out. You do drills in training. It's something that doesn't happen by accident. Yeah, you know, we do a lot of work in the week, you know, with the coaches, you know, especially with Steve in attack. So it's nice to see a lot of things paying off on the pitch. So you know, it's all the hard work we put in the week, you know, is paying off, and some nice we played some nice stuff on the pitch. A special night for everyone. The atmosphere was fantastic as well. It was, you know, Scarlets have had some big nights in Europe years ago, and that was one of them again. Yeah, exactly. I remember as a child, you know, going down to Stradley Park and you know, going to these big European matches, and you know, I think I witnessed a couple of good wins back. You know, when I used to go with my dad, you know, used to go to every game. So you know, it was nice to be part of that, really. Yeah. Toulon, how are they going to be different? What different threats will they pose? What are you expecting? Yeah, you know, Toulon, one of the best teams, you know, one of the best club, you know, in the world at the moment. So you know, we're expecting a big challenge. You know, we just came up short, you know, a few months out there. So you know, we'll look back over that game probably and see where we can improve, and hopefully we can, you know, do a bit better this week and hopefully come away with another famous win. I think there's some you up as well on Friday. The fact that you had, I think he was noted in commentary, John's not available, Jake Ball, so on, Steph, 4 or 5 not available, but people can just slot in, which just shows the depth that you've got now. Yeah, I think we've been saying for a while now, we've got a good squad here. You know, over the Christmas derbies, you know, there's a bit of rotation showed, and you know, we still came away with some good wins. So I think it shows, you know, how good this squad actually is now. You know, with like you said, with a few guys missing against Bath, and we still put a performance in like that. So it's you know, it's a good thing for Scarlets rugby. It's early, but you must think, you know, if you can play to your ability, if you can show what you did Friday, there's no one to fear in this competition. You must feel like that. Yeah, you know, I think confidence is a big thing for us. We're a big confidence team, so I think you know, when we are confident, and you know, we're quite a good team when we go forward. So I think that's what we got to take into this week. You know, just be confident. You know, we beat Toulon out here last year, so I'm sure we'll have a look back at that game as well to see you know, where we went well and stuff as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yourself personally seem to be full of confidence as well. How do you feel in your own game?
Yeah, it's going alright, I think. But you know, like I said, you know, the whole team are playing with a bit of confidence, so it's good for me. You know, I think the pack have been outstanding the last couple of weeks, especially the front row. You know, to be honest, the whole 8 team, you know, so it makes my job, you know, a hell of a lot easier when the pack are playing that well. And you know, to have some, you know, dinky Dan Jones coming in the 10 on the weekend, he's playing full of confidence as well, and Patch slotting into 15. So you know, it's a good team to play in at the moment.
The coach is giving you more responsibility, because there seems to be a lot revolving around you, coming off 9 at the moment and stuff like that.
No, not necessarily. You know, just playing what's in front of us. You know, we do a lot of homework to see you know, what's better, to play off 9 a bit more, play off 10 a bit more. So you know, I'm not sure what we'll do a bit more this week against Toulon. You know, we know they're a big old team, so we'll probably try and move them around the pitch as much as we can. So yeah, you know, looking forward to a good week's training now, and then looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, do you feel as if something's building you at the moment? You know?
Yeah, I think we've been saying this for a while now. You know, for the past 18 months probably. You know, I think we were saying it halfway through the end of last season, and you know, we ended up winning the league. So you know, we're like I said, we're full of confidence at the moment, and it's a good place to be at the moment.
Yeah, and the title win last year, how much does that help when you're taking on the top sides in Europe, knowing that you've been to Dublin twice and beaten 2 top sides like that.
Yeah, you know, we know we can do it. You know, we thrive on you know, these big teams coming down here.
Yeah.
We really do enjoy it. You know, it's a big challenge for us, but it's a challenge that we enjoy, and you know, hopefully we can keep performing.
And then you've got a Six Nations around the corner as well.
Yeah, hopefully selection this week now, so hopefully if I get picked, hopefully play a bit of rugby then in the next couple of weeks as well.
You mentioned the Stradley Park memories, Gareth. Can you just tell us a bit about which games you remember from there?
My memories aren't that good, but no, there's quite a few. You know, we used to go down every game. You know, especially these big European matches used to be special nights. You know, I used to love going down there. So to be, you know, taking part in these games is quite special to me.
Does it make you kind of pinch yourself a little bit watching them all those years ago and
Yeah,
play?
a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit surreal really, but yeah, you know, it's a dream come true, like they say, really. Yeah.
And there's a lot of local boys in this team, which has been mentioned before. Do you think that helps at all?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of local boys, you know, especially the back line, I think, you know, bar a couple of Kiwis, but yeah, you know, like myself, Scotty, you know, Dan Jones, all local boys, so yeah, that's good.
Who's been teaching Taekwondo and the side step, right?
You watching me, I think? Me and Steph Evans have given him a few tips, and it paid off in the weekend.
But that try, I suppose, just summed it up to the Scarlets, the off-balls and everything else, you know.
Yeah, playing from deep, you know, we knew that Bath, you know, they kept a lot of numbers back, you know, in the backfield, so, you know, we knew that we were going to have a look, you know, from rather than kicking straight off from source, you know, in our own 22, you know, we always, that was a plan to have a look, you know, have a look out wide, and, you know, some nice line breaks off Scotty and Parksy, and it opens it up in, and some nice touches off Dave Bullring and Cubby to keep the ball alive. And a bit of magic of Asquith, and yeah, like you said, a nice side step off Tyburn to finish off.